from the Bay Area's local news station. We begin now with breaking news.
Good morning. We want to get right to our top story, which is the search for this 3-month-old child taken yesterday from an apartment in San Jose.
Yeah, the FBI now part of the investigation, working in conjunction with the San Jose Police Department and the CHP, looking for whoever took 3-month-old baby Brandon.
And took him while his grandmother was downstairs getting groceries. KRON 4's Sara Stinson is live with the latest. Good morning, Sara.
We're live here on Elm Street, where FBI agents and the police officers in San Jose spent the night knocking on doors, trying to get answers, of course, in the hope that they can find baby Brandon. It all happened right here where I'm standing at this apartment complex at 1020 Elm Street. And the grandma, as you said, came down here, put baby Brandon in the apartment, came down here to grab the groceries, and within that time frame, a stranger, and by the way, we know it's a stranger because there's surveillance video. They said we don't recognize him. A stranger took baby Brandon as if he was his own child. I mean, the video is jarring, but let's start with what happened this morning. We were reporting live out here, and then we saw police, and they were surrounding a Nissan Pathfinder. You can see video on your screen. It was about 1 to 2 blocks from the apartments where Brandon lived and where he was with his grandma. And they towed this car, so we asked them, is this in connection to the kidnapping? And they said yes, but they haven't confirmed in what capacity. So a lot more to learn about this, and they said we all need to be patient. We know we want to get the latest. We all want baby Brandon to be found safe, but they have to keep the integrity of their investigation. Police have an idea of the man that kidnapped baby Brandon because of surveillance video of him. He's described as a Hispanic man wearing black pants, a dark blue shirt, gray shoes, gray baseball hat, and a black mask. San Jose police say again that grandma, went to place Brandon inside the apartment just to get the groceries, like so many parents and so many grandparents do. And that's when the stranger went inside their house and kidnapped the baby. Police say they do not know this man, and they do not believe this man is homeless due to his appearance. The FBI quickly started to assist police, and so did the CHP. And there's been a little bit of confusion with that, since there's multiple agencies on this. San Jose police wanted to make it clear that they are the lead agency. Any information is to come from them, 100% confirmed. They're about to hold a press conference right now at the police station. We've got reporter Will Tran over there, and he's going to make sure that we get that latest. I'm reporting here at the scene. We've got crews all over, and we'll have them all over today because we want to make sure we do not miss a beat. Every detail is critical, and especially when the public can assist with an investigation like this. Of course, the main goal is bringing back that 3-month-old baby boy. Still a lot to learn. We haven't really heard from the mom at all yet. We know the father is in jail, and then that poor grandma probably feels gut-wrenched, just going to get the groceries, so innocent, and then something brazen like this happens. We'll keep an eye on everything. Stay tuned. We'll have an update in 30 minutes, and we all hope to get more information from the police department. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, so we've got Will Tran following that. We will break into whatever we're doing this morning when that press conference happens.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Now, with the urgency, we spoke with Mark Klass because he's an expert on finding kids. The Klass Foundation he founded in '94 was because his daughter was kidnapped from his home in Petaluma and killed. She was 12 years old, and he explains what could be happening right now in the search for this baby.
Given the fact that the parents are going through the worst possible scenario anyone could imagine, they've just got to hold on and cooperate with law enforcement until, as you say, Ken, until this thing is resolved. Law enforcement, on the other hand, should be issuing an Amber Alert. They should be checking CCTV. They should be checking any surveillance cameras they have anywhere in the community.
And actually, that news conference has just started.
Let's get to it.
Here with us today. They have not been formally charged yet. They're not under arrest. However, this person was with Grandma yesterday when this happened. That person has changed their story a couple of times, a lot of inconsistencies. That's somebody we are really focused on right now. Obviously, that person will lead us to hopefully somebody else. Again, #1 goal is to get baby Brandon home. I know a lot of people out there, have this unquenchable thirst for information. We are getting everything to you as quickly as we can, keeping in mind we do not want to compromise this investigation, right? We don't always want the people out there that are involved with these types of incidents to know what we know, all right? Our detectives, again, like I said, they're going into 20 hours working on this. They haven't gone home yet. We are all of the mindset right now. The #1 goal is to get baby Brandon home. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can relate what this family is going through right now. It's a very traumatic experience. You know, additionally, I want to ask of the media, please give them a little bit of space right now. We will certainly be in touch with them and with you all if and when they're ready to talk. But again, they're dealing with a very traumatic experience right now. They're having a hard time coping. But we are doing everything we possibly can to get them whatever resource they need. Like I said, we have not gone home. We are still on this. We're going into hour 20. Obviously, time is of the essence. Brandon is going on 4 months old, and we are hoping to have him reunited with his family soon. I'm very confident that will happen.
Christian, you talked about a person of interest. Who is this person?
This is a person that was with the grandmother yesterday when they went shopping. She was present at the apartment complex when this happened. Like I said, there's been some inconsistencies with what she has told us, obviously drawing our attention more to what she knows about this. If she is eventually charged with something, we're certainly going to share that.
So where's the baby?
We don't know. If we knew that, I would be telling you something different right now.
Okay, you talked about the mix-up between CHP.
I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're addressing that with the CHP. Chris, did you have a question? Okay.
Christian, you said she, but the person that we saw with the baby is a male. Any connection to the she and the
That's all coming, Will. You got to be patient.
It sounds like a family issue, Sergeant.
We're not going to confirm that yet either.
Is she in custody currently?
She is here with us right now. But,
what about the vehicle that was towed at the scene?
What about it?
It's connected to the...
We're not going to confirm that yet. There's a lot of details that are still to come. All right, I just wanted to give you guys this brief update. There will be more information coming today. We will... Hang on, let me finish. Stop interrupting me, okay? I will give you guys all the information as quickly as I can provide it. I will answer your questions as quickly as I can. It doesn't work when you're talking and I'm talking, okay?
But an officer did confirm that there was the vehicle...
It's not coming from us, okay?
Okay.
Sergeant, in the video that was released, it shows the suspect walking toward the apartment complex with the baby carriage, not away from it.
So let me confirm something else for you today. This suspect appeared at the residence with a baby carrier. We do believe this was planned. It wasn't some random act. So the baby carrier that you see in that video is not the family's baby carrier. He showed up there with the baby carrier, took the baby, placed it in the baby carrier, and then left. So obviously, yes, something planned, premeditated. We are going to get to the bottom of it. All of those details will be confirmed.
So that's him approaching the home to commit the crime?
The video that we shared, I'll get some clarification on that. I don't know if that was him coming or going.
So then is the search for the baby in San Jose, beyond the neighborhood? Is it statewide?
We will share all that as soon as we can.
Is there anything that the public can do?
You know, if you know somebody that was involved with this, if you haven't, I mean, yes, please continue to call, right? Again, anyone that's a parent, you can imagine what this mother is going through right now.
Sergeant, it feels like you feel better today than you did yesterday.
Again, you know, I know personally a lot of the people that are working this case. I've worked with them in units before. Some of them have been my partners. I know their abilities. We have a very dedicated group of individuals that I am confident are going to solve this today. I will brag about our detectives. These are some of the finest detectives in the country, right? A lot of times incidents happen and everybody wants a resolution or it to be solved the next day. Investigations don't work that way. There's a lot of I's that need to be dotted, T's that need to be crossed. I'm confident that, you know, that's going to happen.
But the information, it feels like you have information that's put you a little more at ease today.
I will not be completely at ease until baby Brandon is home with mom.
And to clear, mom is being cooperative?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
So then, just the two people, female and other accomplices? Do we know if it's two?
Again, more info to come.
Very good. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Have you talked to Dad yet? Is he helpful?
We will disclose that later as well.
Just to clarify, because we're taking this live.
Of course.
You won't go into details on this woman who's the person of interest and this man who walked away with the baby.
Not yet, Will. It's coming. Bear with us. I mean, again, priority, get baby Brandon home, right? We will get that information to you guys as soon as we can.
And although you guys are still addressing the vehicle with CHP, the information that's already been put out this morning in several newscasts, that information that's put out is no longer viable to this investigation?
We will confirm all those details later. Those issues have been worked out with the CHP, and again, we will provide info on that later.
And Sergeant, she's here because of inconsistencies in her statements to you.
Yeah, that's correct, right? I mean, her story changed several times, enough to where it drew significant suspicion that she knows more than she's telling us.
Are your talks right now going well with her, or is she being hostile or confident?
I don't want to get into that. She's been here with us since this started as well. So, you know, sleep deprivation kicks in, etc. But we are doing everything and anything to get baby Brandon back to his mom.
Okay, thank you, Christian.
Okay, Summer, anything?
Is there a statement you can share from the family or anything?
Not yet. Well, we will be, obviously, we're talking to them now, and obviously I know there's a lot of interest. People want to talk to them, etc. And we'll make that happen. Okay? All right.
Thank you, Christian.
All right, more to follow. Just keep monitoring the Twitter feed, and I'll email
you just heard our Will Tran asking questions out there to really make it clear that it seems that they know more than they're saying right now, and they're not putting it out there on purpose. He said, we're just not ready.
But that this was apparently a premeditated kidnapping. Hopefully we'll get more details throughout the day. You can stay updated throughout the afternoon as more information comes in. Just scan this QR code on the screen. We have a section at Cron4.com where we're compiling all of this information, and that QR code will take you right to it. What we know about this suspect in the video, what we know about this person of interest that they just talked about live in this press conference. Also the police tip line. You heard him say, if you know anything, call police. Any and all information could be valuable. They won't know till they talk to you, so we've got that tip line there as well.